name is Claudia and I just graduated with a diploma. Ever since the last video, I started furthering my studies at a local university. But with COVID-19, can't help but wonder, what if my career just becomes meh? Is there any way that I can level it up? As an aspiring journalist, I thought I would dig deeper into this topic. Come join me on my journey as I speak to other youths and professionals to find out more. Hello everybody, thank you for joining the Zoom call. I know all of you are either graduating or have just started your job. So then the question is, how do youths feel about the current hiring climate and what are they doing to cope with it?
Many people were not replying me, and I would ask my mom every day, like, is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with my resume? Why are people not replying me? Is the job market really that bad? Things, they really don't look optimistic, but I believe that we still have to push through this period of time.
I feel like some of the adults are very scared to lose their jobs. I know some of them are also getting their pay cut by a lot. That's quite frightening. I viewed it as more of a situation I cannot control. So what I did was just to get through 1 month at a time, hoping that the next month will be better.
How would, 5 years down the road, will I still be holding on to this job? Or is it a job that is going to disappear 5 years down the road and I'm going to be left unemployed again? The government does a lot of things to help sponsor courses online. There are 100% subsidized courses online which I have undertaken.
We do recognize that the market will be evolving, right, in many different ways, and we don't know how it will look like in 5 years. So, of course, I would definitely want to be kept up to speed, right, to know how I can be relevant to the market and how I can be inferable.
Because of changing landscapes in the industry, we see the rise of new industries and emerging kind of business models that we've never seen before. So even within my current company, I've been open to new learning opportunities to just step up and try and learn new things, even though it's not within my area of expertise.
Previously, I went searching for answers to address some of these concerns. If you haven't checked out the first 3 videos, you can catch them at the link below. In this episode, I want to explore more about how we can create opportunities for ourselves and stay motivated in spite of COVID-19. I spoke to a few career design specialists. Here's more from them.
In the previous 3 videos, we explored the competencies of developing self-insight, generating possibilities, and making good career decisions. In this video, we're looking at the 4th competency, which is managing transitions.
The pandemic has brought about a huge change in life as we know it. We constantly hear of the rejections, retrenchments, and replanning. Individuals, organizations, and companies are adapting as best as we can. How might we deal with disappointments and keep going? How might we be more agile to adapt to changes? How might we stay upbeat, focused, and motivated?
With every change, it is normal to go through many different states like denial, anger, doubt, acceptance, and commitment. Together, we can acknowledge the big transition, support each other, and help each other seek out opportunities.
In this video, we will unpack the concepts of transitions and career resilience. We will also share about the mindset, skill sets, and practical things we can do to pick ourselves up and look for solutions. So let's tackle this big change together.
So how do we bounce back from difficulties? How do we not let change overwhelm us, instead learn to adjust and overcome them? How do we stay motivated in spite of facing setbacks? To answer these questions, I spoke to a few specialists.
My name is Nicholas. I've been a psychologist for almost 20 years now. I've always been in the space of performance psychology, helping young people to achieve their fullest potential.
Hi, my name is Yvonne, and I am a career coach. I do a lot of pro bono career coaching, and I also work at a university where I look into workforce development issues.
Hi, I'm Rowan Holland from a company called ReadyGrad, based here in Australia. We work in the area of graduate employability, so we work with corporates, institutions, and directly to students as well.
Hi everyone, my name is Trishelle, and I'm a product manager and learning experience designer at Hyper Island.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex from the ShopBack People team. So I'm the people experience lead here, and I look after things like the employee engagement, learning and development programs.
My name is Andrew, and I'm the country manager at Wanderley Singapore.
how do you motivate yourself to keep going, or how should you keep going even after you face multiple rejections?
It pains, it really pains, and the pain is real, right? The disappointment is real, the criticism is real, right? So we want to be realistic, allow ourselves to, let's cry, allow ourselves to be disappointed, but come out of it as soon as you are comfortable coming out and as soon as you can. If you can't, get people to help you out. Right? Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I need some handles. I'm just stuck at it. I don't know why I feel so angry. I just cannot understand why I'm so angry. I cannot understand why I'm so discouraged. Can you understand? Can you help me understand? You ask this kind of question. You are able to be more resilient when you see yourself having to decrease, taking less time to come back. I could experience a failure, but now my comeback is 3 days. What do I need to do? I just need to go for a run, go and swim, that's it, I'm good. Or I need to go and watch a movie, I need to talk to somebody, I just vent out, I just scream, whatever it is, right? And I'm coming back within a shorter period of time.
A really good model to kind of reflect on and to use around resilience is around what is my blind spot. So as an individual, what are the areas that I may be in a selection process? Where do I keep falling down? Is it interview skills? Is it psychometric testing? Is it another area that maybe you're finding that you are is preventing you from progressing? And then work on getting feedback on that and really progress and be, concentrating the development around that area. Get some help with coaching or, mock interviews at your local, university or institution around how can I better that and what can I do different next time to navigate that? Because sometimes we just don't know where we're going wrong.
How do you pull yourself out of this cycle of negativity and just like really feeling so small and so low, right? What you could do instead is to go out, take a step back, and find other avenues for you to have small successes. For me, it was through swimming. Very, very simply, it was like when I was younger, I came into an accident, I drowned, and I just forgot and gave up on swimming. And by the 10th session, I could independently swim. I had this new wave of confidence in me. I can do anything. Take a step back from job search. Just like pull yourself outside of that for a bit. Maybe bake a cake. Try something that you've never tried before. Simulate small successes because those will spiral back to you and your confidence, and it might help you return that in the world of job search.
Is the pandemic changing the industry landscape? How can I keep up and look out for new opportunities?
Who else can I talk to? What networks can I sort of follow up with that I haven't talked to before? What associations and clubs am I part of? What is my part-time or casual role look like? And can I exploit that area for a potential more permanent role? I think there's a really big missed opportunities with SMEs. So working for companies that maybe don't have the brand, that you don't really know that well, what you often find is you've got this really great opportunity to, based on merit and based on your performance, is to really, gain and deliver and work on really a variety of things that might not be so harnessed and locked down as it would be in a bigger organisation.
Most of the times when I talk to my friends, they'd be like, wow, you guys are in digital, e-commerce, must have been doing really well. I think the truth is a bit more in somewhere in the middle, right? I think a lot of for instance, one of our big categories of merchants is in travel. Many companies, and if you look at in history, it was through crises that they've emerged stronger, right? And I hope the same can be said of us. We found new ways of delivering value. So today, we created vouchers, so you could buy vouchers with cashback on that. We also looked at new areas like this thing called FOMO. Basically, it's community source deals. So throughout the crisis, we've had to pivot, try new things, experiment here and there. Sensing opportunities is probably not what you're going to pick up in school, right? You're not going to find it in a textbook. You're not going to. It's not going to be so straightforward. Speaking to people in the know, in the industry, in certain areas where they're the forefront of some of these developments, right? Whether it's today in e-commerce, fintech, agri-tech, drone development, many things are happening in these spaces, either through virtual connections, volunteering if possible at some of, in certain companies, interning if you can, where there are opportunities.
what kind of skills can I pick up that can help me in the future?
Do I go from thinking like a student to thinking like an employee? Discipline around timing, around completing tasks, around collaboration, around managing, navigating organisations. So relationships, networking, even office politics, those kind of areas. Meeting management, especially in this world of virtual environment of working from home, it's even more of an impact that things like non-verbal communication, facial, gesturing, all of those types of things become almost more heightened because you are at home. And it's so critical to build that rapport and first impressions around being acutely aware of both your verbal and non-verbal communication skills, and then also your written skills that play into that as well. And there are a couple of self-assessments that you can do around stress management and awareness around stress and resilience. But grit is a really well-founded, well-researched area that we know that's one of the game-changing strengths that we can change. Grit is an area we know if we work on and if we develop, we can get better at it.
The fact is, those who can thrive in adversity now, you will be rewarded with a significant head start compared to your peers when the job market recovers. Broaden your skill sets. Most likely, you would have graduated with a specialization. But that specialization need not necessarily set you apart or provide sufficient breadth sought after by the employer. There is a joke that employers are now hiring for entry-level positions with 2 or 3 years experience. The takeaway from that joke is that employers are now more demanding in what they are looking for. And developing yourself in more areas that your studies may not have provided you will boost your appeal.
If you're concerned about a certain role that you're going to take up and you're like, maybe I shouldn't apply it, right? They need me to have like fantastic, proficiency in this role. Yeah, ask yourself whether can you increase your skills very quickly so that, you feel that you're a bit more up to task. There are a lot of things you can do in today's world. What can you do? Take a degree, take a course, take a certificate, go on Udemy, Coursera, go on YouTube, learn. You have fantastic learning agility. You can learn things like this. You can learn things so fast and so well. And a lot of you are multitaskers. I've seen with my very own eyes, when students of mine tell me, I'm not very good at Excel. But you know what? One computer screen is like, my Excel work that I have to complete. And the other computer screen is a YouTube video. I watch a YouTube video, immediately I can solve the problem. If you're on Instagram, you follow the major newspapers. There's actually a lot of good reflections that people share via LinkedIn. So if you follow certain, for example, business leaders in your industry, follow them on LinkedIn. You will realize that they actually they either share or reshare very good articles of vacancies, of opportunities, that are presently available either in Singapore or, overseas. Look at what's happening overseas and think, learn to think. Have some foresight. Okay, if this is happening overseas, can it happen in Singapore? Or Singapore, it won't work. Like what's happening? You need to think and, need to make certain critical decisions as well as to join the dots so that you can grow in foresight. And when you grow in foresight, that's when you can spot opportunities when people don't spot.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. My key takeaways are, number 1, to fix my blind spot. Look at things from a different point of view and listen to other people. Number 2, be open to new opportunities. Try innovative new things and step outside of my personal comfort zone. Number 3 is to broaden my skill set. This will help me be more adaptable and apply for more opportunities that are suitable for me. If you found this video series helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends. For more, you can visit the link at www.careerlevelup.sg for more free resources to help you on your career journey.